Not all of us can flirt our way into getting a driver's license.
Okay, you tried parallel parking in a burqa, David. Oh, that reminds me. Can you hold the wheel for a second? I need to check my phone.
Oh my god. I'll tell you what's not helping me right now. This.
Okay, breaths. Breaths.
He's just exhaling. Everybody, J.K. Cowboy here, jumping back into Schitt's Creek. Episode 4, Season 3, chugging it along. This one's called Driving Test. Does Alexis not have her lessons? We know she didn't know how to ride a bike before, so possibly, because they just bought a car, it's a boat, and everyone's going to have to practice out on how to drive that boat. Because even Johnny, I mean, let's be real, if he was that rich, he probably wasn't driving that much for a while, and now you've got a tank. Like, it's a Lincoln. It's an old Lincoln. So, tank. But in bigger news, which could be very interesting, it turns out that Stevie's great aunt died, and she was probably the closest next of kin, and in her will, the great aunt actually owned the motel and left it to Stevie. So now Stevie owns the motel, which is, both good and bad, because it seems like let's go with a fledgling business. like only a couple times have we seen anyone staying there, but if she can make changes, improvements, maybe rates, she can do whatever she wants, right? Now, it seems like she's been pretty damn passive about working there, so I don't know how much she actually knows about the business of running a hotel. But it seems like she's the only employee, so she should know quite a bit. This could get interesting, like if she wants to start, making money. Promote it to high school kids. I don't know what she'd do. I would never, ever want to own a motel, but there's no but. No, that sounds awful. Make sure you hit like and subscribe if you like what we're doing around here. It'd be super helpful. And we do full reactions to everything we do over at Patreon, patreon.com/JKReacts. And every episode we do here on YouTube, we give a shout out to one of our patrons. And this episode, we're shouting out Chris Allen. I can't make fun of that name or mispronounce it. I got nothing. Just a good, solid name. Good job. Thank you, Chris. I don't know. Even saying nothing makes me laugh at myself because I'm a goof. Well, yeah, thank you, Chris. I really do appreciate it. And if you want to hear your name shouted out here on the channel, head over to Patreon, sign up. Support us the best way you can by giving me money. But no, there's a lot of content, so go check it out sometime if you wish to. Driving test. Like, it can't be David, because he just owned a car for a while. I'm sure Johnny's got a license, so it's Mare or Alexis. Because they both seem like they would have zero interest in driving ever. So, I don't know. We'll see what we got. But I want to hear more about the motel. That seems like that's a big, interesting change that could be coming. Let's jump in. Here we go.
Please like and subscribe. If you don't, a cat named Pickles will inhabit your being.
You got your wallet?
I have my debit card.
And what about your license?
What about it? It's fine.
It was a yes or no question.
Okay, yes, it's fine.
Wait.
It's expired.
Okay.
When did your license expire?
I don't know, like last month.
Then you're not driving. You need to go renew your license.
Oh, that shirt's horrendous.
Car?
No, we're just leaving.
Took him like 16 tries to get it last
Didn't
time.
take me 16 tries.
You had to start from scratch, and you failed the practical 2 more times.
Okay, I will drive.
You got your wallet?
It's fine.
No follow-ups? I think he knows where that was going.
You are your own boss now.
Yeah?
Or I'm the owner of a very sad business with one underperforming employee.
I am looking for a very lucky person to drive me to my driver's test.
That's not gonna happen right now.
Right. She's very busy.
The test is this afternoon. And I'm very anxious about it. I need a lift. You know what? I don't think this is a good time to ask.
Right.
It's really receptive.
Not all of us can flirt our way into getting a driver's license.
Okay, you tried parallel parking in a burqa, David. Oh, that reminds me. Can you hold the wheel for a second? I need to check my phone.
Oh my god. I'll tell you what's not helping me right now. This.
Okay, breaths. Breaths.
He's just exhaling.
There's a leaky faucet in David and Alexis's bathroom.
And this is a pressing issue for you, so I'm just gonna finish this first.
Hi.
And
Stevie, I'll need your telephone, please. It's exasperating, the incessant tap, tap, tap.
Oh, it's so irritating, Stevie.
Overwhelmed.
Boy troubles, no doubt. We don't want to intrude, dear. Just when you can. Plumber, please.
I don't know what I'm doing.
None of us do, dear. We're all just muddling through, aren't we?
You're living on what's up.
Sell the motel? No, that's not something you should be thinking about.
Allow me to get you a pill. It's going to make you forget every last one of these irrational thoughts for at least 2 days.
I feel that
You
shit.
don't really think she'd sell the place, do you?
It would not bode well for us if she did.
You have experience running a business, and this is a small business. Like, she could hire you on as a just manager of the motel.
I care. The driving examiner person cares.
No, he doesn't. People aren't thinking about you the way that you're thinking about you.
What does that mean?
You always overthink everything, and that's why you fail all the time.
Just because everything falls in your lap doesn't mean that it falls in everyone else's.
What does? Things don't fall in my lap.
Okay, I'm just saying that you've always just gotten stuff.
Stop worrying about everything. Everything would be easier for you.
And what I'm saying is that things haven't been as easy for me as they've been for you.
Yes, they have.
Thank you very much for your help, Alexis.
Hey. David? Nobody cares.
I got it.
Okay.
At first glance, what would you think of, say, charging for late checkouts?
That would assume that we had guests to check out.
Right.
Well, there's a solution to everything, Stevie.
I did think that I could start charging full price to the long-term guests here.
And sometimes it's the second or third idea that's really the keeper.
Okay, Derek, you are gonna make a turn up ahead.
It's David?
Rose David?
Yes.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
How old are you?
28. A DJ on the weekends?
Of course you do.
Why?
So you don't really care about this?
I've done like 8 of these today. Is that a problem?
No.
Right. And that'll relax him.
What makes me different than Stevie or Mom? You trust them with stuff?
Okay, you want to talk trust? Stevie and Mom weren't running around the world for a decade and a half with random men leaving me at home to wonder whether they were okay.
I was always okay.
Were you? Because I was the one at the consulate sending you temporary passports and colored contact lenses whenever you needed them. I was constantly worried which East Asian palace Alexis was being held hostage in this week.
Well, you didn't have to worry about me.
Well, I did.
Don't do that. Don't. Yes, it's nice that he worried, but why would, like, don't.
Ray and I are just discussing...
Selling the motel.
Yeah, I thought we talked about this.
Ray came to me.
There's never been a better time to sell a motel.
I'm not leaving, and Stevie's not selling.
I might be selling. I can't do this on my own.
What if you had a partner?
Stevie, as your agent, I would advise against partnering with somebody who has no capital.
I think it's something I want to do.
Oh, well, this is all very exciting.
You don't have to do this, Mr. Rose.
Well, it's not charity, Stevie. I'll take a percentage of the profits if and when this place ever sees any.
You're actually serious?
I'm getting more serious by the second. Any help you need, accounting, sales, marketing, books, but...
Thank you so much.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
The sink doesn't fix itself. Moira, kids, check it out.
I'm scared.
You changed it so that the hot water comes out of the cold water tap?
No, I fixed the drip.
Dad messed up our tap?
No, I fixed the drip. Turn it off, honey.
It's getting hotter. It's burning my hand now.
Then take your hand out of it.
How do you turn it on?
It's a tap. Just turn it off.
I turned it off.
See? No drip.
Right, but how did you...
Ow.
How did you reverse? You have to... You have to literally... He messed with so much more than he needed to. If it's a drip, it's almost certainly just tightening something up. We just had one, and it was like a full-on leak actually. And my dad came to help because he's, a better person than me and much smarter. And we started taking stuff apart to try to figure out what the problem is. And this house was a rental house for 30 years apparently before we bought it 3 years ago, or 2 years ago. 2 years ago? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, all the pipes are corroded. They were just bad. We had to replace a bunch of shit. But he took care of it, and that's awesome. And my dad's the shit. Didn't reverse the hot and cold. I like how every once in a while on this show you get like a heartwarming moment, right? And this one was kind of weird because it was David basically saying, all those years you spent being a party girl and just, putting yourself in bad situations. I worried about you. I was scared to death for you. Which is, I'm guessing, something that Alexis never realized or thought about. But, I guess it's never been made clear who's the older sibling. I'm guessing it's Alexis. Because, David basically said he's always worried about her and always, obviously cared about her, wanted what was best for her and all this good shit. And, said in a kind of a rough way, but that's sweet. That's really cool. And then also Stevie, showing her vulnerable side hard with this whole owning the motel thing, because yeah, dude, that would be such a burden to have that dumped in your lap when you're not prepared for such things, because that's it's a lot. There's a world of difference between working the front desk and owning the business, because now you have to figure out how to make the business run, right? Because does she also own the land? Because that would be huge. But if she's got to pay rent to the landowner, she's in debt after 3 months, in heavy debt after 3 months, unless she gets more people staying there. But that's weird. I've always wondered about that with motels in small towns. It's kind of usually small towns, everyone's got a home, or at least somewhere where they're living, right? So having a motel is a little rough in a small town. Larger towns, I get it, but I don't know how you can improve business in a town like Schitt's Creek, because clearly it's not like it's a huge tourist attraction. I don't know how far off the highway they are, but if you could start promoting the place for truckers or something, just quick, 10-hour rental or something, just get some shut-eye for, people on the road. Something like that. That could improve business. But the fact that Johnny stepped up and was like, I want to help you. You need help, and it would benefit me because, yes, I would get a little taste of profit, which wouldn't be much, but also, whatever new owner comes in isn't going to let you stay there forever for, I'm guessing, not that much money. I think I don't even know if they're paying any rent. So, I think Roland set them up. Roland might be paying for the rooms, I don't know. But, yeah. So, yes, it's a selfish act in a way, but not, you know, it's more helping Stevie than anything because she needs the help. You know, she's what, late 20s maybe? I would be out of my mind. Like, I've owned a couple businesses that, you know, did not go well, but you know, I planned though. They were very much, you know, my ideas and shit, right? So having this dumped on her, man, Johnny's gonna be a godsend. Thank you guys for watching. Comments, let me know what you thought of that one, and we'll jump into episodes 5 and 6 of season 3 next week. We'll talk to you then.
Look at all of these beautiful people who support our channel. If you join them, you will all be blessed with dreamless nights, including 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Furthermore, you will wake up next to your dream partner, who will only want to be intimate when you are in the mood. Join them